Hello mates, thinking about moving to England? Well, you're in for a right old adventure. Today, we're diving into the pros, cons, and unexpected truths about living in this historic and vibrant country. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore whether England is the right place for you. The cost of living. First up, let's talk about the cost of living. While London can be notoriously expensive, other cities like Manchester, Birmingham, and Liverpool offer more affordable options. You can rent a cozy apartment outside of London for around £700 or $880 a month. Grocery shopping is fairly reasonable too, with a weekly supermarket haul setting you back about £50 or $63. Dining out can also be affordable, especially if you stick to local pubs and casual eateries. Did you know that you can find a bargain in London by living on a houseboat? Yes, it's a thing. London's canals are home to a quirky community of boat dwellers who navigate the high costs of rent by floating on water. However, it's not all fish and chips. The cost of living in major cities, especially London, can be sky high. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in central London averages around £1,700 or $2,130 per month. And while public transportation is extensive, it can be pricey. Expect to pay around £150 or $188 per month for an Oyster card if you're commuting in London. Also, energy bills can add up, especially during those chilly British winters. Taxes. The UK has a progressive tax system, which means that those who earn more pay more. For low-income earners making up to £12,570 or $15,700 per year, the tax rate is 0%. Middle-income earners making between £12,571 or $15,700 and £50,270 or $62,700 per year can expect to pay around 20%. High-income earners making over £150,000 or $187,000 per year face a tax rate of 45%. The National Health Service, or NHS, is funded by taxes and provides free healthcare at the point of use, which is a significant benefit. However, the tax system can be complex, and rates can vary based on income. Additionally, council tax varies depending on where you live and the value of your property. While the NHS is a fantastic resource, some expats may find the wait times for certain services longer than they're used to. The UK's tax year starts on April 6th. Yes, it's an odd date, but this quirky fiscal year is thanks to a calendar reform in the 18th century. The weather. The British weather might surprise you. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't rain all the time. England enjoys a temperate climate with relatively mild winters and cool summers. The unpredictable weather means you can experience all 4 seasons in one day, which keeps things interesting. But let's be honest, the weather can be a bit of a downer. The gray skies and frequent drizzle might get to you, especially if you're coming from a sunnier climate. Winter can be damp and chilly, and daylight hours are significantly shorter, which might affect your mood. The British obsession with the weather is real. It's estimated that the average Brit spends 6 months of their life talking about it. If you ever need an icebreaker, just mention the weather. The food and drink. British cuisine is underrated. From a hearty, full English breakfast to a comforting Sunday roast, there's a lot to love. The UK's multicultural society means you'll find a fantastic variety of international foods. Plus, the pub culture is something special. There's nothing quite like a pint in a cozy local pub. However, traditional British food can be hit or miss. Not everyone's a fan of black pudding or jellied eels. Eating out, especially in London, can be expensive. And while you'll find great food, there are also plenty of bland options if you're not careful. Fun fact, Britain is the birthplace of the sandwich. Legend has it that the 4th Earl of Sandwich, John Montagu, invented it because he didn't want to leave his gambling table to eat a proper meal. The culture and lifestyle. England is steeped in history and culture. From Shakespeare to the Beatles, the cultural heritage is immense. There's always something to do. Museums, theaters, music festivals, and sporting events abound. The English are known for their dry wit and politeness, which can make social interactions enjoyable and entertaining. However, the reserved nature of the English can make it challenging to make friends initially. There's also a significant class system that can affect social dynamics. Bureaucratic processes can be slow and frustrating. Need to get paperwork done? Expect long waits and multiple visits. Did you know that England has more than 5,000 pubs? The pub culture is so ingrained that there's a pub called the Moon Underwater, which was the name of George Orwell's ideal pub in his famous essay. The language barrier. Good news. If you're a native English speaker, you've already got a leg up. British English might have some different slang and expressions, but overall, communication won't be a problem. Many locals speak multiple languages, especially in cosmopolitan areas. However, British English has its quirks. Words can mean different things. Ask for pants and you might get underwear. Regional accents can also be quite strong and sometimes hard to understand. Fun fact: Cockney rhyming slang is a quirky way of speaking where words are replaced with phrases that rhyme. For example, apples and pears means stairs. So if a Londoner says they're going up the apples, they're just heading upstairs. The NHS, or National Health Service, is the publicly funded healthcare system of the United Kingdom. Established in 1948, the NHS provides comprehensive healthcare to all UK residents, funded primarily through taxation. The quality of care is generally high, and you won't have to worry about medical bills breaking the bank. Overall, the NHS is a cornerstone of British society, providing accessible healthcare to millions and embodying the principle of healthcare as a right rather than a privilege. However, navigating the NHS can be tricky. Wait times for certain procedures can be long, and getting an appointment with a specialist might take a while. Private healthcare is available and can offer faster service, but it comes at a cost. The NHS is the 5th largest employer in the world, with over 1.5 million staff. That's more than the population of Birmingham. England is full of fun facts and cultural quirks that will keep you entertained and on your toes. For example, did you know that the English drink 165 million cups of tea a day? That's enough to fill about 20 Olympic swimming pools. And then there's the eccentric side. Every year, people in Gloucestershire chase a wheel of cheese down a hill. Yes, it's as wild and hilarious as it sounds. Also, the English are masters of understatement. If someone says, "It's a bit chilly," they probably mean it's freezing. While England is generally safe, there are a few scams and things to watch out for. In touristy areas, be cautious of pickpockets. Always keep an eye on your belongings. Another common scam is the lost wallet trick, where someone pretends to find a wallet and tries to get you to open your own. When eating out, be aware of service charges that might be added to your bill. These aren't always included in the menu prices, so check your bill carefully. Also, avoid unofficial taxis. Always use licensed cabs or ride-sharing services. So there you have it, the pros, cons, and unexpected truths about living in England. From affordable living and fantastic weather to cultural quirks and bureaucratic hurdles, England offers a unique mix of experiences. Ready to pack your bags and head to the UK? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips on living your best life abroad. Cheerio, and see you in the next video.